a show, so many people are interested in having cosmetic procedures, and these days it seems like just about everybody is doing cosmetic procedures, like dentists are doing it. It seems like you you see signs on storefronts for it. So we wanted to give some warnings to people about what can go wrong. So we saw this video online. Now it is kind of disturbing. Before I show it to you, I just want you to know that this is a woman who went for a butt implant, and look how wrong it went. I know. This is her show. She put this up as a warning to show you she can actually flip the implant. It was done so badly. Yeah. So we actually spoke to the woman. Her name is Renee Talley. She's 44 years old. She says she took the video after suffering for months with infections and fluid buildup, wanting to warn people and show the dangers of plastic surgery. She had corrective surgery recently. She's doing much better. Joining us now is facial and reconstructive plastic surgeon, Dr. Andrew Giacono. Dr. Giacono, appreciate you being with us. In that video, what went wrong?
Yeah. So, I just want to preface that I'm a facial plastic surgeon, and I don't necessarily perform butt cheek implants.
Right.
But the thing is, I do perform implants in the face, and it's true of all implants. Unfortunately, unless the procedure is executed very precisely, these implants fit in little pockets, and if the pocket isn't made right and too big, what happens is the implant can flip. So that's unfortunately usually something that happens with poor technique.
Could that have gone down her leg?
Oh, absolutely.
It could have
Are you serious? Really?
So it could have ended up in a car.
Yeah, or somewhere in the front or to the left or something like that. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it really has to do with proper training and technique, is what causes these problems to happen.
You do cheek implants.
Of course, I love them.
Do you like mine?
I love yours. I mean, I'd like to kiss one of your cheeks.
I want to meet someone else. Our next guest almost lost her life at the expense of what seemed to be a routine tummy tuck. Take a look what happened.
My name is Deborah, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I have 5 children. They're getting older. Started thinking that I wanted to go to the gym, lose some weight. I tried different methods and wasn't going anywhere. That's when I started looking into doing the plastic surgery. I looked around through the research and found a lot of articles on medical tourism. So I started looking into that. I decided to go to the Dominican Republic is a good way to get the surgery and to, go on like a mini vacation. I was very excited to get this done. I did a lot of research on the doctor, looked at the facility. The doctor had over 20 years experience. And that's what really made me decide to, go with this doctor. When we got there, the place was beautiful. It was very nice. He was like, I want to make you beautiful, and I felt really confident at this point. I was in surgery for like 6 or 7 hours. I just remember waking up, I just knew something was wrong, and that's when the whole nightmare began.
Wow. Deborah's joining us now. Deborah, I'm so glad you're here and okay. What was going through your mind? Why did you go down to the Dominican Republic for surgery?
Well, it was inexpensive, the surgery, and it was inexpensive. So I wanted to go down there and get it done. I wanted to go on vacation.
Because I've seen a lot of stories too about people taking like medical vacations, and it seems like a good idea. Less expensive surgery, and you get kind of a vacation out of it. You stay in a nice place to recover.
Right.
When you woke up, what did you see?
When I woke up, I just remember being in a lot of pain. So I thought that was the norm after you come out of a surgery like that. It wasn't a couple of days later, I realized, that I wasn't feeling good. I still was in a lot of pain, but I also, had a bruise on my stomach that became darker, as days went by. So, to myself, I thought, deep down inside, I'm like, something is wrong, but, you don't want to tell yourself that. You think that that's part of the recovery process.
Right.
So
emotionally, what does it feel like to see this?
I was devastated. I was hurt.
How long were you there for?
A little over 10 days.
And how long was your surgery?
The surgery, well, my husband came with me, so he said I was in surgery for like 6 hours.
Wow. I can't imagine that. I'm just trying to imagine waking up and seeing that hole there. It just must have been terrifying.
Yeah, it was very terrifying.
Yeah. We want to talk to Dr. Giacono about some of the concerns about medical tourism. We're also going to talk to Deborah's doctor to explain what's next for Deborah. We'll be right back.